Oh,
Holy fuck, that was nice.
Alrighty, where are we right now, Jack?
I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. We're lost.
You mean like just what I just said?
What's going on here at Heritagecon, man?
Well, I'm really hungry. I could use some caffeine, but I just I made a questionable financial decision over there.
Yeah, so what'd you buy?
A 1/100 scale Constitution, same one I did so long ago, but I'm gonna try to do it justice this time. And yeah, it's busy here.
Yeah.
There's finally people.
Jack, get over here. Check this out.
Yo. Dude.
Oh.
This is where all my money's going. Is this for Callum? Or is this for...
This is for everybody. Everyone.
This is global.
This is global.
Broadcasting live.
Alrighty.
Alright, so take a little walk. Got some JDM stuff.
JD. Oh.
Some new stuff. We might do some new American cars.
Oh, look at that tread pattern.
Are you gonna go home with these?
Probably.
Probably. Oh shit.
Hi there. How are you? Good, thanks. I knew it. You see a ship's thing and
A ship deck. Oh dude, look, this is the whole footage thing. I might have to come. I'm just gonna keep note of that.
ships.
Wait.
Yes, I was getting that one. That's going to be cool.
$40 for that man. Oh! And there's the tote weasel down there too. AFV. Wait, $15 for an AFV tote weasel.
Mm-hmm. Walk down the aisle. Wow.
Ooh, old magazines. I want a few of these actually. I could probably make those, but that's a good idea. Yeah.
So, Ronan, what do we think so far?
Too many model kits.
Too many model kits, honestly. I think he really did.
A lot more than just two.
And it's got the proper render engine with it as well.
Yeah. On showcase.
That's a model you don't see every day.
Wow.
F16.
That's gorgeous.
That is honestly one of the better models I've ever seen.
Model shit. It's like we actually came to the
Weathering. Okay, we got chipping references here. And don't let anyone tell you that your chipping is unrealistic.
Chipping.
Chipping.
Oh.
Good job, Jack.
Let's not get fucking kicked out. Dude, look at that.
Weathering.
Oh my god.
That's weathering.
That's awesome.
Let's go check out this tracker. Now, I could be wrong. I don't think that thing's gonna fly anytime soon.
I swear I've seen that exact same thing in the Schwa somewhere.
That's cool.
Shit, it's got a price tag.
How much?
$8.
Not bad. We'll get that one.
That Heritagecon sale. They got parts. That comes with parts.
Let's go check out. Whoa.
The new whip. That's just part 2.
That's gonna be the new podcasting studio. Wow.
They should just let us pass, because we're part of the exclusive podcast thing.
Yes.
Do you want to ask?
You know what? I never realized how big. I never realized how big the Avenger is.
That thing is massive.
For a single engine aircraft, that's huge.
It's 1/32 scale.
Yeah. Jack, we got your ship model.
Need some weathering. How is it dusty? It's in a case.
Man, we used to have aircraft carriers.
How are you gonna put it in a glass case and still get dusty?
All I want to know is why there's a U.S. Navy Skyhawk beside the tracker.
Point, yeah. What's going on there?
no top
Lend
on it,
lease.
Jack.
Lend-Lease. HIDF.
The new podcast seat.
New podcast
The juice-
seats.
juice
Juice Chair 2.0. Oh, that's nice. Good looking. There's a gift shop here too. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't even realize.
We could get merch.
They have model kits there too.
They do.
Do they actually?
Heritagecon too.
Scalp them. We buy and sell at a loss.
Oh, that's nice. Good look at that. That's very nice.
I wonder who built that. They're probably here right now.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. One that's from
Yeah, if you got any questions, that one line.
He makes a lot of sweet, like kind of quirky shows. Like
That's really what I've been trying to find is like something away from the ordinary.
yeah, Starling sort of.
That's the best I could do.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's yours.
That's right over there, yeah, right next to it. And I tried to get them as, scale as possible.
Yeah. No, it looks good. No, for 30-second scale, they're the right scale.
This one?
No,
Mine?
yours. They're the right scale.
135.
Wow, 36. You see, to me, it's all big toys.
Yeah.
I do 70 seconds, so.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of 72nd, Ford India pattern. Scratch built.
Smoke tank. Yeah. Interesting.
We all have too many. Well.
Oh, okay.
Another Sherman Rhea.
Oh, look at that.
That's gorgeous.
I've just been taking B-roll the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
Good, because I forgot to.
You gotta do some after I'm done.
I will.
The Dripmobile.
The Mitsubishi.
You got the Mitsubishi up there.
This is really good.
Yeah, let me get it.
When you get there.
Oh!
That's just gorgeous.
That's cool. I like the full planes.
The 109 there is so well done. Look at the texture on the wings here.
It's got texture. Jack, come here. Mustang. That's so cool.
It's based in Hamilton too.
I love the chrome Mustangs.
Yeah, the big beautiful.
The
dog.
Shinden.
The Shinden.
The gray
There's
green.
the old Crow over there.
The Avro Aero, of course.
Of course. Got it.
Of course. Every show in Canada has to have one.
Yeah. Oh, this dude. This is the Michaels B25. That's the one.
Holy guacamole. Yeah. The Ghost of Kiev.
Damn, that's really well done.
Look at the pre-shading on that yak. The yellow one. Oh, that is a beautiful plane.
Tank plane.
The tank plane, yeah.
No,
Another!
one scale bigger. It's the same scale.
The Drip 150. 32 scale Lancaster.
That's gorgeous. How the hell did they finish that so quickly?
That is fantastic.
It's impressive.
You know what I'm really happy about though?
What?
The trainer.
Ooh. Yeah.
You know me. I see Hinamaru, I go crazy. That's really cool with the launcher, the Kingfisher on the launcher.
All these launchers, there's an excess of launchers.
Good. We need more launchers.
Yeah, I like everything.
RCF. That's the one I did actually.
Is it?
Mine was more chrome though, because I could not tolerate not having a chrome finish.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, the reflective.
Why it's so glossy though? That's cool that you made.
That is cool.
Vegan.
That's a good one. They do.
Wow. Funky looking.
Scratch build. Something scratch build.
You did. We saw the biplanes. Yeah.
They're a pain in the ass, but it's cheaper than buying the $50 ones online, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Even got the reference pictures there.
Yes.
Chinook. Oh, that's cool.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
It's a flying banana. Oh, that's the Starfighters.
Dude, take me.
Yeah, I actually should.
Sorry. It's got some like tissue paper stuck to the side.
Uh-oh.
I was going to do it for this one.
Weathering.
It's got some cloud still stuck to it.
Yep. Oh, look at that. Holy.
Iroquois engine. Oh, the nose is taken off.
Look at that Mustang. Color spins.
Oh, that's incredible.
Oh, my ride, the Oka.
Yeah. I took a picture.
Dennis's commuter car.
Daily driver.
Oh, look at the bells. Holy shit.
Some assembly required.
Look at that battleship turret.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier.
Let's
Nice.
go.
We did! And the Chinese.
Actually, funny enough, Canada was only the third nation to put a satellite in space. And we did that entirely on our own. Like, we didn't have any support from any other country.
See, Canada used to be such a great nation.
Did you know that we actually had a rocket launching facility in Manitoba? And for a period of time, we were putting more satellites into orbit than the States.
That's fucking wild.
And to
Which
do it, we were
period?
using
Because,
cruise
like,
missiles.
Would that
Like
have been
1970s.
70s? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, enough
The
of the
space
Canadian
race.
circle jerk. Let's go.
Oh no, that's what the podcast is about.
That is actually what... Callum, are you recording yet?
Yeah, it's been recording for like last couple of minutes. I just wanted to
Okay,
let
good.
the conversation. I want to just let the conversation flow, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking
Keep
about
going.
a podcast circle jerk, Dennis,
Oh,
you're looking
God.
kind of fine in all these pictures.
Aw, thank you, Ezra. I wish my girlfriend
Yeah,
thought the
with
same
the
thing, but
glasses.
you'll do. You'll do.
You'll do. You'll work for now.
Oh God, no! He's
by the way,
just
Tom,
a boy.
Callum, am I coming through all right?
Pardon?
Am I coming through all right?
A little quiet, but otherwise pretty damn good.
You're gonna,
Okay,
you're
because
gonna
I
have
just
Chris
can't see.
Hansen on your ass.
Oh, God.
We just need Ezra to shut up. Yep.
Sorry, Ezra.
Sorry,
You had
Ezra.
it coming.
Sorry.
Done dirty.
Ezra done dirty. I'd like
Okay.
that.
Dennis, shall we start this episode?
Yes,
Do
on that
it.
note. I'm not gonna do it until Garrison quiets down.
That was the first thing I said. Anyways,
Well,
welcome to the Micro Machines podcast.
It's not valid until I say it, Garrison. Welcome to the Micro Machines podcast. And this week, we are talking about
This
Heritagecon
fucking guy.
2023. Yeah. This
Who's
guy.
Garrison, get that fan out of
Deep
your
throating the
mic.
microphone? Yeah.
Sorry, it's my mouth. I'm pissed.
It is. Oh, he is deep throating it.
Oh yeah, Garrison, why don't you come over here and tell me all about it?
I'll show you all about it.
Oh yeah?
Come sit on
Simply
Papa's knee,
deep throat
Garrison.
quieter.
Hey, yo.
Oh god. Well, shall we do
Anyways.
some introductions, fellas?
Yep. So you got me, Callum, from New Zealand, currently working on my Horizon Island Defence Force M113, and I've just got a glass of water because I've been waiting for the bottle stores to open. because of
Boring.
fucking Easter.
Oh yeah, happy Easter, everyone.
Happy
No, go
Easter.
ahead.
My name's Garrison, out in Kansas, drinking some coffee and working on my weasel diorama. Next.
It's
You got me. No,
Hey, that's not the order.
whatever.
Violation.
You got me,
Is the
Dennis,
order.
in Ontario, sipping on an instant coffee.
Nice. And you got me, Jack, also from Ontario. Juiciest recording setup. And I've got some water with me.
You got me, Ezra, in New Mexico, drinking a nice frothy root beer float, which may or may not
Ooh,
have a shot of
frothy.
NyQuil.
I swear to God.
Oh man, it's drinking the improvised lead.
The HIDF lean.
The HIDF Panzer Chocolate.
Oh shit, my bad.
Jack,
it's the,
clean up all
it's
that
the
juice
gong.
over there.
The podcast gong.
Oh, well, we have an interesting episode this week. Jack, why don't you tell us just what exactly we're going to be talking to the lovely viewers and listeners about?
Well, what was it? 2 weeks ago now?
Was it really? Feels like yesterday.
I think so, yeah. 2 weeks ago, me and the demon embarked on a journey a little bit south of us to Heritagecon 15. And this is just gonna go over our experience with that.
Okay, so I guess we should discuss what exactly is Heritagecon, because not everyone who listens to us is Canadian. So, for those
They
of you
should
who
be.
aren't aware, they should be. Yeah, you should just move here. For those of you who aren't aware, Heritagecon is basically the Canadian equivalent of the IPMS Nationals. So we don't really have that here in Canada. What we have instead is this annual model show that happens at the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum in Hamilton, Ontario, which, incidentally enough, is actually home to one of only 2 flying Lancaster bombers in the world. But basically, it's the biggest model show in Canada. There are hundreds of vendors, thousands of model submissions, and this year we actually broke the records. The museum it went to capacity, so there were 3,000 people who attended. But yeah, it's
That's pretty
basically
damn good.
it's
wild, yeah.
hobby heaven. Like anyone who's anyone in the Canadian hobby scene is going to be there. Any company that's anything in the Canadian hobby scene, like Kinetic or Track Jam, they're going to be there.
Was Hobbycraft there?
No, Callum, because Hobbycraft went out of business. I appreciate you
Thank
having to rub
Christ.
that in. Ugh.
It's not like they made
Anyways.
any decent models. I'm just saying, you know my experience.
Hey, you're the one who paid a lot of money for it.
Actually, I didn't.
So are you, though.
I paid $10. Thank you very much.
I
you
paid
pay-
5
Well,
for
in
mine.
some countries, that's a lot of fucking money, Dennis.
Yeah, like in America, Garrison.
Yeah, because our dollar is no longer number one.
Dude, that's the same price as like a Big Mac now. $10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Jack, I think you'd have to agree with me on this one. The reason why we wanted to go to Heritagecon, the reason why MMP was there, was for the deals.
No, to see Dawn.
Yeah, well, that's other than seeing Dawn, but like that was assumed.
Well, that's a hell of a deal in itself.
Yeah. Oh, and it was something. It was an
It
experience.
sure was. But anyways, we digress.
Yeah, we don't
No,
want to
no,
dox
no.
him too much.
Keep digressing. I want to hear this.
Well,
Should we-
we'll get to
Should we
it.
talk about? We'll get to it. Yeah, we're
get
gonna
to
keep
it,
you
we'll
in
get to it.
suspense.
Foreshadowing?
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, foreshadowing.
Like what's on his face. He's got a little bit of foreshadowing on it.
But yeah, basically, Heritagecon is the hobby event in Canada. Whether you're selling, buying, or showing off your models, this is the one, right? So we decided that we were going to go, and for the first time ever, Mike Machines Podcast would have a presence. We got a vendor table there, and everyone was going to meet up at Heritagecon.
MMP emerges.
Literally. However, there were issues.
There were.
Okay,
So,
Jack,
Yeah,
Should-
we were.
we had problems, didn't we?
We did. So it was what 2-3 days out, and I got a call from Dennis with some concerning issues. Would you like to explain those?
And I think I quote here, Jack, my shit's busted.
And indeed, it was.
It was very busted. My beautiful car, which is
Busted or
third-rate,
busty?
both. I mean, it is the extended version of the price, so yes. My beautiful, beloved third-hand car, which I have owned for only 1,000 kilometers, which is 12 years old and has worked perfectly. Not 2 days before we were supposed to go to Heritagecon, starts throwing up error codes. Dennis
Like
San
gang
says,
signs.
yeah, literally. It's like, Dennis San, you must replace my brake master cylinder. It'll be a $7,000 fix. So the car was out of the question. And then so basically we had no way of getting there. We eventually were able to get a drive, but I think the fun part of this story is how we were planning on getting to Hamilton. So for a bit
Yeah.
of context, the museum where it was taking place is literally out in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's not in Hamilton proper; it's in Mount Hope, which is one of the suburbs.
It's
Yeah.
not even really a suburb. It's just
It's
it
like
almost
a
feels like a
field.
side road. Yeah. It's almost like Cavan.
Yeah,
The
it's
janky
like
model
that.
meetup.
Yeah.
So
But yeah.
we were planning on having a little adventure, weren't we? Jack, why don't you describe the method of getting there that we were going to use?
Well, yeah, so after we found out the Prius was out of the question, there was a few hours where we were considering we looked into the GO train because
Yep.
well, of course, that's how you get to places in the GTA.
Yeah,
But
I mean, look at it.
it's gorgeous. But the scheduling didn't line up. What was up with that?
So the problem is that the GO train doesn't actually go to Hamilton, which is something that's going to change in the next few months because Hamilton's Central GO is getting refurbished finally. But we would have to walk an hour across Lake Ontario to get into Hamilton from... Yeah, oh, I didn't tell you about that. We would have to get off at Aldershot and then literally walk across the bridge that goes over Lake Ontario.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah, I didn't tell you that because I thought you might not want to come with me if I told you that.
Well, keep in mind this is with all of our like suitcases and stuff.
Yeah, with like 3 duffel bags full of model kits.
Yeah.
You would have
gonna
gotten
walk-
pulled over and shot at by the cops.
Yeah,
Nah, this is
being
not American
Hamilton, yeah,
garrison.
probably.
Actually, yeah,
no,
maybe.
the ops, the
Yeah,
MMP ops.
they don't want to see these young white boys get out of the suburbs. So we were gonna walk an hour to get to the bus stop, then sit on the bus for an hour, then walk another hour through a field right beside an Air Force base, just to get to the model show.
That was our revised plan, actually, weren't we?
That was
planning
actually
on,
that was a nice one.
Yeah, there was another one that we were considering for a few hours that would involve us camping outside in.
Oh yeah, we did think about that, didn't we?
Yeah, because of the GO train issues, we thought maybe we could get down there the day before because, for some reason, like it was only Sunday that the
Yeah, because
GO train
the
didn't.
buses don't work on Sunday.
Right, yeah, the buses don't work on Sunday, which is conveniently the day of the convention. So
Wait, why don't they work on Sunday?
Because it's the Hamilton Street Railway, and it's a terrible, terrible excuse for a system, and they're all Christian.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's like the
Sunday's the day of
Chick-fil-A of the metro system.
Basically, the
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A of Canadian metro
Yeah, that's
system.
it.
I fucking hate when on a random Sunday you're like, you know what sounds good? A spicy chicken sandwich. So you load up and you drive fucking 30 minutes, because I lived in Cali at the time, only to be disappointed whenever the fucking building's closed and you realize,
And you
wow,
end up with, like, a
nowhere
Big
else. No, Jack, you don't. You just go home hungry because we don't settle, okay?
Well, yeah, no wonder, because you're paying up for all that gas to drive 30 minutes to get Chick-fil-A, bro.
Actually, in that 30 minutes, about 27 of it was sitting in traffic on the I-5.
Dude, that's Cali gas too.
Dude, aren't you
Cali-
happy
oh,
that
yeah.
you're a cyclist now, Garrison?
I'm so happy I'm out of California.
You don't have to sit in traffic anymore. You'll get there as fast as your legs can take you.
It's amazing.
I've converted this dude.
Hi, I'm converted.
But yeah, at any rate, so we were thinking at first, okay, we'll just camp outside, literally outside of Heritagecon.
Because the
Um,
closest hotel there was $100, and it was so shit.
We passed by there when we were driving back, and I think we were pretty glad.
Is it that
we didn't
Super
stay
8?
there.
That's the one. Yeah,
That's
it
a nice. That's a nice photo of the Super 8.
It
That's
was
staged.
bad. It was dingy. It looked like it had been oiled up.
Yeah,
with
Jesse
it. Like,
Pinkman
that
out
thing
there
was-
getting talked to by his fucking brother-in-law.
Yeah, literally.
Hamilton Jesse Pinkman. Yeah.
But yeah, eventually I was able to secure a car, so none of this had to happen. which is very nice.
But we
got
were cutting
there-
it close.
We're cutting it very close. Yes, we got there. Thankfully.
Yeah. So at 4 a.m. that day, I got up with my suitcase and my 2 metal cases. Got driven to Oshawa, threw my stuff in there, and we were off to the races to pick up Copperhead.
Off we were doing 140 on the 401, listening to Vamp Anthem, picking up Copperhead.
At 5 in the morning.
Yes, at 5.
It was
Wait,
a long
140 miles an hour?
No, kilometers, dude.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Fucking
say.
goober.
Get him. What the fuck is a kilometer?
What's that echo?
I'm on the edge of a cliff right now.
That was that shitty ass Canadian Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you can hear the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a sexy Catalina. That's a Catalina.
Oh, yeah.
right?
That's not Catalina, dumbass. That's a Canso. It says right on the
Yeah,
side.
it says on the side.
No, hold on. Let me John Madden this shit. Canso. Canso. It's made in Canada, and that means it's better, even if it's the same aircraft.
So it is a Catalina.
No, it's a Canso.
It's a Canadalina.
Yeah, a Canadalina.
Ah.
Yeah.
I will say I do like that
Anyways.
color scheme.
It is quite nice, yeah.
It,
And that's a
it was a
fully
great
functioning
place
aircraft.
for our table.
Sometimes
Guys.
it actually lands on Lake Ontario.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
chill.
Guys,
Yes.
Yeah.
I just made binocular straps from a binocular.
Yo!
Nice.
I'm actually
Send a
really-
picture.
I will. Sorry, I got so excited with that.
Yeah, but we got there for opening, so I guess I should explain what the MMP was doing there in the first place. So back in December, I bought a pass for us to have a vendor table, which meant that we got to enter an hour and a half before the general public did. So the deal was, everyone who's in the MMP Discord, if you're in the GTA, you can come, you can sell model kits at our table, and we'll all meet up there. So we got there for opening, set everything up. I brought my duffel bag. Jack brought his. We were gonna do a podcast. We actually recorded stuff, but someone forgot the flipping
Aux cord.
aux cable. Yeah,
Yeah. My bad.
that's okay. They didn't even have outlets there, so we wouldn't have been able to do much anyways.
It's true. So we ended up recording on like a little tiny microphone that I had.
Hey, Heritagecon, next year have extension cords. Some of us are trying
Yeah.
to do a podcast over here.
We'd even rent one. Like,
Maybe
Yeah.
come planned better.
yeah, just searching for an outlet.
Hey, yo, I know this isn't our table, but can we borrow that real fast?
Jack was trying to plug it into the Canso. We thought that the APU on board might be able to power us.
We're just daisy chaining through Heritagecon.
The guy
Hooking
goes
it
to
up
make
the
a speech
Lancaster.
about the show for the day, and he can't talk, and you look down, it's a fucking MMP cord hooked up to the amp. It's like, whose
We're
fucking cord is this?
We're doing a
jacked your shit,
live
bro.
podcast for 3,000 people.
Like, hey,
Oh,
fucker,
yeah.
this is that's ours.
Yeah, but that is our table. There's Jack looking confused as he's counting up his loot. There's me
Oh, yeah.
on the top right with Ronan. Don brought us fries. And
They were good
overall,
fries.
yeah,
They were Costco
I think-
fries.
I think we had the best table of anyone there.
We did.
I'm not.
What
afraid to say
makes
that.
it the best table?
I mean, the
Because it was the juice
tablecloth
table.
of the guy beside us was.
That was
pretty
nice, but there was no juice.
That's true. We did a
He didn't
vlog.
have the ambition.
There you
Didn't have
go.
the Arizona.
Oh yeah, that's right. I brought the lean.
Yeah, Dennis brought Arizona iced tea, and we were drinking it out of our coffee
Of our
cups.
coffee
There was
cups, yeah.
residue in there still. It was a funky concoction.
That was the only thing I drank all day. It really messed me up.
What kind of
Yeah.
Arizona tea was it?
Green tea.
Oh, that's
It's
good
basically a
stuff.
laxative.
It makes you sweat.
Yeah. That
I don't think that's the
Heritagecon
normal
sweat.
reaction.
You get meat sweats from Arizona iced tea.
Ugh.
You get what sweats?
Meat
The
sweat.
meat sweat.
My God.
It's the
You
model
ever
meat
get
sweat.
swamp ass from tea?
What's up?
You ever get swamp ass but from tea?
No, but I get swamp ass to anything else.
Yeah,
Fucking
fair
hairy.
Yeah, fair.
What did it smell like at the convention?
Actually, it smelled very good. It smelled like aircraft fuel.
Yeah,
Really?
it was.
Oh my
They
gosh.
had air fresheners in there.
Because it is a working museum. Every aircraft there flies. And
Oh,
if it's
wow.
not flying, they're restoring it. So I've been there many times. Every time you go to the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum, the moment you enter, you're just inundated with the smell of jet fuel and kerosene.
Oh,
That
that's
was a
healthy.
very good question, though, Ezra. That
Thank
was
you,
a really good question.
Because usually it just smells like
Armpits and
body
Sweats.
odor and feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, surprisingly, it was pretty good.
How was the temperature in there? Was it really hot or was it like
It was
nice and
perfect.
cool?
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I'm actually really glad you guys had a good experience. That's good.
Yeah. Wholesome MMP experience.
Very rare these days.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, there were lots of vendors. Here we got Pinju's own, Jack and his intern. We were selling our stuff off for cheap.
Yeah.
There was metal barrels galore. Scale Colors 3D was there. Shout out Jeff.
Shout out
Wait,
Jeff.
was he actually there?
No, he wasn't
No.
there, but his stuff was there.
Yeah,
that's
he
awesome.
probably didn't know it was there. He
It's
probably
being
was not
sold
informed.
without his permission.
Um,
There's a guy who's building the new 32nd scale Lancaster there.
Oh, that's hot.
It was massive. We got to see it in person.
Some would say it was too big, actually.
Yeah, the roundels were about as big as my hand.
Jesus Christ.
Getting excited over there, Ezra, are we?
I am. Those roundels turn me on. Like,
We
You know
can hear
what?
you
That's
shaking
fair.
over there.
But yeah, the vendors were really cool. There was a lot of cheap kits, but only for the first hour, because afterwards everyone bought it all up.
Mm-hmm.
Jack, what do you think
Yeah.
the best deal there was?
What do I think the best deal was?
Yeah.
Can that be foreshadowing? Because I think I scooped up the best deal.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did scoop up some good stuff.
Here's a
Well,
few of the
here are
models.
A few of the models. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
That ZTZ was gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Chinese tank?
Yes.
Yes.
The Chinese tank.
I just noticed scrap metal. Sorry.
comedy.
Up top right, that was a little seagull vignette that was it was spinning around. It earned a lot of I forget what that was called, like best in show
best in
tags.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
People's choice.
Do you want to explain the one on the bottom left, Dennis?
Oh, the one here.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you watch the television show Macross, this is basically someone took a C-17 and made it look like Macross, and then they put Canadian markings on it. I was very happy with that. I would give it best in show.
That's pretty cool.
That was not the one you gave best in show, though.
Wait, what? Which one did I give? Someone.
Next
I
slide.
know
Next
someone
slide.
I know.
Next slide.
Next slide.
There you go.
Oh, that B-47.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Someone I knew gave it best in show. Never mind.
You had an out-of-body experience at Heritagecon.
I did. Yeah.
Transcended. But yeah,
I'm seeing
there were
2 Avro arrows.
Yeah. How many submissions were there? It was over 1,000.
1,500, I believe.
1,500.
Jesus
Yeah. So they had just tables and tables just full of models and various different sections and all of that.
Gotta say, I think my favorite was probably the B-47 there, the one that was used as the test bed for the Arenda engine.
Yeah.
Ezra, you would like that, because that guy who built it, he built an old monogram kit of it, and I think he probably sprayed it with, what was that, Krylon chrome? What was the
Oh,
stuff
let's
he used?
go.
Yeah, I think that's what he used, actually.
Smart.
So those are some of the models.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, we went out and saw the jets.
Ooh.
Yeah. Bit of
Jack took it
Heritagecon
home.
aftercare. Yeah. That's it's currently in the back of the Iltis right now. So
Yeah, it was only secured with cotter pins, so we thought, well, you know what, we may as well just take it with us.
yeah, I had a pair of pliers in my bag, so
So, to any hobby stores that we don't like, if you see a weird rocket-shaped package sitting outside,
it's an atrocious day to be an op.
The ops, we got the op killer on us.
And we went and got shawarmas, bit of dinner.
What are
That was a really
shawarmas?
Jack, wasn't that
How
your first
fucking
time
dare
having-
you?
Bro, I live in the middle of nowhere.
I guess.
That's true. I doubt Albuquerque has shawarmas.
It sounds Jewish.
My brother.
What's
in
wrong
Okay,
with
that-
that?
That's
What?
even more
Whoa,
offensive,
whoa,
actually.
So first of all,
it just
Ezra.
sounds.
So first
they-
of all, Ezra.
Why do you say it like that?
Don't they come from Palestine, bro?
No, they my brother in Christ, they come from Syria and Iraq.
Syria and Iraq. I mean, I'm sure they have some good shawarmas in Palestine.
Oh, I bet they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the same
Free
country,
Palestine.
America.
God, Callum, we're gonna have to make this a Patreon episode because of these racist dudes.
I'm just playing the stereotypical American.
Yeah, what do you
idiot.
expect from an American?
Actually,
Hey,
you know what, I
my
can't
comment
agree.
wasn't racist. I was just genuinely curious.
You're right, Ezra. It wasn't racist. It was anti-Semitic.
He's got you there, bud.
Bro turned into Patrick Bateman for a second.
Just cool with the anti-Semitism, alright.
sorry,
the amount of editing I'm going to have to do this week.
Oh,
It's about time
no.
you fucking spoke.
Yeah, bro was just quiet with us.
No, I was
He's
just,
like, "Oh,
I was just,
fucking
letting,
idiots."
I was just seeing how well you guys do by yourselves.
Oh, he was testing us.
Perfectly fine, thank you. No, I'm just kidding.
Unless you have something to say about it.
Come on, Callum.
Oh, that's Dawn's back, by the way.
Yeah, we got we got photographic evidence. He's a real person.
I think that's Lane's hand as well.
No, that's mine. Because
Oh,
Lane
that's
put
yours?
the sticker on there. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
got
that
to
was
touch
putting
him.
the sticker on, not taking it off.
No, I got to touch Dawn.
You're
Oh my
telling me
God.
he's not a raccoon?
Oh, he is. He's just wearing a shirt.
There is a photo of Don. It's just, I'm pretty sure if we put it up, we would all have like cease and desists within like
Put
a
it on the
second.
Patreon.
Just use his phone, grab his PS7 and knock us all off.
Before
If
the
you-
episode's even finished being recorded, we get all notifications.
If you join our Patreon within the next 24 hours, you will get to see a picture of Dawn.
Call now. Only $19.99.
Limited
Free
time
install.
only.
Hey, yo, that's cheap.
Yeah, that shawarma knocked me on my ass. That was way too spicy.
It was, yeah, I was just holding it together in the passenger seat.
I had no right. getting
Bunch of
the,
pussies.
Yeah,
okay,
like
Garrison,
you
okay,
guys
fine.
can't
You-
deal
Okay,
with that stuff.
you try it.
I grew up eating spicy food.
That's what they all say.
all the white boys are saying, yeah, I eat spicy food. I put Tabasco sauce on my shit. Okay,
Yeah, that's
I
what
am
me and
I made a
Dawn
bet
did.
with my
surrounded by
boss.
hatch green chilies.
That shit's not that spicy. I made a bet with my boss. His place, this little Thai place here in town, is called Thai Kitchen. They've got
Mhm.
this spice called Thai Hot, and like hardly no one can eat it. And it's also piping fucking hot, so it doesn't help. And
Is
my
it called
boss
Thai
bet
Hot?
me. It's called Thai Hot. My
Thai
boss
Hot.
bet me. He was like, "Hey, if you can eat that, I'll pay for it. But if not, you owe me $20." I was like, "Bet." I didn't bitch out. Granted, I was up until 2:30 in the morning blowing my brains out, but it was bad.
I bet you've never had to apologize to a toilet before.
Well, I don't know. There's
Jack.
been like times where I've eaten MREs for 2 weeks and didn't shit. So
Jack.
He
Jack,
had it up to the rim.
These guys don't know, do they? They just don't
No,
understand.
not at all. Not in the slightest.
I just don't understand. You fucking Yankee.
But my
That's
What?
the opposite,
it
actually.
is you, Garrison. It is you who is the op.
I
Wait,
mean, I don't know
wait,
about
no,
you guys, but
no.
like,
Are you the bad guys?
I am surrounded by hatch green chili. That shit is spicy.
Hatch green chilies are not that fucking spicy, Ezra. Jalapenos
Have
are
you had them-
spicier.
No. Have you had them fresh?
Yes.
Yes.
Like
Literally
that
picked
stuff
out of my
is-
neighbor's garden.
Fresh jalapenos. Well, it really depends on the jalapeno, though.
That is fair.
They're
They
not
can be
consistent.
pretty spicy, but for the most part, hatch green chilies are not spicier than like most jalapenos.
Yeah, I generally agree with that. Yeah,
He has spoken.
I've spoken. Damn it.
he's made a comment. Callum, what are your thoughts on this situation?
I have commented, and that's all that matters. Proceed.
No, I was dumb enough to try a sauce that was might have been ghost pepper.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I regretted that for at least
Cry about it.
3 hours.
and then another few hours after that.
It was it was at work as well. Someone had brought it in. It was homemade, and then one of my coworkers said, "Yeah, just wait till you have to go to the bathroom next." And I've never been more nervous in my life.
Oh, no.
Sitting there
That's
going,
awful.
"Oh, I need to go to the bathroom." No, I don't. No. Oh boy.
Pools
Oh,
of
it's
sweat.
gotta happen.
Yeah.
Well, after Jack and I finished polishing off those shawarma glizzies,
Okay.
Hey, yo.
we took a little romantic walk at the Tank Museum here in Oshawa.
That was fun.
Fuck you.
Fuck
Oh
you
yeah,
too.
Garrison. They have functioning T-72s there.
I hate you. Can you see the inside of it?
Depends on the day, probably.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, if we were bold enough to go in there with a crowbar and pry one of the hatches open, probably.
I was bold enough.
Yeah, you were bold enough. I was like, these guys have the largest collection of working firearms in Canada. I'm not taking the risk.
Yeah, some shenanigans went down.
Perhaps.
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 That's all we'll say.
Yeah.
I wish we could get into that boneyard though. I'm
I
gonna
bet they
go
have
one
an
time.
office there.
Yeah, no, I bet. I'm gonna go one
HIDF.
time and just ask.
HIDF airdrop into the boneyard.
Going undercover into the boneyard.
Yeah. So this was my haul. I was able to bag one of these Hobbycraft Canada Banshees for $10.
Oh, nice.
Paid too much.
Haha, Colin, shut the fuck up.
Hey, you know what I've just finished building. I'm allowed to say that.
Well, in fairness, this one actually fit.
It did.
It did actually fit without any
It was
seams.
seamless. It was
Yeah.
warped into fitting correctly.
Damn.
The task failed successfully.
They made an accident in production, and somehow it fit together.
Yeah.
Literally.
No.
So we got that. Jack was so kind. He got me this Lockheed F-104G in 1:100 scale from Tamiya.
Beautiful
picked up
box
this-
art.
Oh yeah, I picked up this F-86. Now, funnily enough, this one from Fujimi it's got Japanese decals in it, but it came with aftermarket Canadian decals in the box.
Which
Uh,
that's exactly what you were gonna do.
That was exactly what I was going to do, anyways. So I'd like to call him a friend. I think at this point, like Harvey, if you're listening to this, I'm just going to call you my friend because you come to the store I work at.
I
A
love
good friend
Harvey.
of mine, Harvey Lowe, the president of IPMS Toronto, goes to Japan very often. And when he's in Japan, when he's not visiting the various museums there, he's going to the model stores. And he got this kit from the model store, $15, came with Edard masks in it. This is a suicide bomber.
Nice.
Yeah, it right up my alley. Right up my alley, man. He and I were just looking at each other knowingly. He's like,
Side
I know
eyeing
you,
each other.
Dennis. Yeah. And Jack was so kind, he gave me this C-47 as well. Actually, wasn't
Oh,
it?
you forgot the fuck as well.
Oh yeah, the fuck. I apologize. I'll throw an image in.
What?
The fuck.
Yeah. The fuck.
The fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck. So.
Oh god, you got another fucking beetle? Yes.
I got another Constitution. So that was I think that was my first buy of the day. It's in the wrapper still. 196 scale USS Constitution. I've built this kit before. It's so shit, it's garbage. But I got it for $60 and there was a Revell ship of the same line at the door that was selling for $280. They're about 200 online as well, so $60 was hard to beat, and I don't know, that'll be a big project for me in the future. Again, it's garbage, so I'm going to be replacing a lot of the parts with wood. Like, it'll be a big project. But I digress with that one. That see the TACOM Object 279 kit? That one is what I would say is the best deal of Heritagecon there, because I got that kit for $15.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Does it come with that
2-in-1
figure on
as
the
well.
box?
Yeah, it comes with the figure and both tanks.
Oh my god, that's fucking amazing.
Right?
$15, eh?
$15.
Yeah, that is a steal. Holy shit.
Yeah. Right.
Even if it is only 1/72nd scale.
It is
I saw
72nd.
them. They were decently sized, though. They came with like length tracks and slide
Yeah,
roll
no,
barrels
it's
and
a good
whatnot.
quality kit. It's
Well,
one of
could
the
Could you imagine trying to do rubber bands on like the
on the
inside
inner
tracks?
ones. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, screw that.
I think this is earlier TACOM as well, right?
But
Yeah, this
that's
one- that
definitely
one's-
earlier one.
Yeah, that was released quite a while ago.
Yeah, I think so. But I don't know. That was a nice deal. Got a 1/100 Matilda Mark 1 for $2. Some decals, HIDF ones on the left, and some like various signs on the right. IL
That
28.
little Matilda goes hard.
It was $2. You can't beat that,
Oh, dude, hell yeah!
right?
That's pretty good.
I love that
Uh,
Scott C. When are you gonna do that?
Sorry.
The Scott C.
Oh
Scout.
yeah.
Scout.
Oh,
Scout.
sorry, I was away from my computer. From here, it looks like it says Scott. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was thinking of Callum when I bought that one. I think
What scale?
I'd like it's what scale is it
72nd.
again?
I think it was 72nd. Yeah.
Might have been maybe 48 though. I'm not sure.
I put
But,
money on that 72nd.
I can go get it right now if you want, or I'll get it when someone else is talking. But yeah, I'll do like the rigging on that. Excited for that.
What's that little thing? You see the Middle Eastern tank crew?
Yeah.
What's the one underneath that?
So
what is
that
that?
one, I traded a B-26 with Harvey, aforementioned Harvey. I went up to him.
Harvey
And I
Weinstein?
No,
Yeah.
Harvey Lowe, the cool
Lowe,
guy.
Lowe. Not Weinstein.
I got
my
to
bad,
touch
my
him. He
bad.
touched my hand. He shook my hand.
I shook his hand too.
Wait, so he's the who is he again?
Harvey Lowe, the president of IPMS Toronto. Literally the sweetest gentleman to ever live.
Okay,
so
you
not
need-
to
A
be
gorgeous man.
not to be confused with Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
No, and
Okay.
stop slandering his name because I
Dennis,
get
Dennis,
protective of him.
Dennis,
Yep.
you're gonna have to talk to him. We need to get on the Mooseru Cup then, because he runs that as well.
Does he really?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's IPMS Hamilton, eh? Yeah.
No, he's IPMS Toronto. IPMS
Toronto.
Hamilton's different.
Well, maybe he
We
can
could
hook us
get
up.
him on though, maybe.
Yeah, we.
Oh yeah.
Huh. Send him a formal
The
invitation.
Harvey Shrine.
The Harvey special.
Anyway,
Harvey.
Anyways,
what
yeah.
what is that, Jack? Because I can't tell what it is from here.
So that there is it's a resin kit for a little Italian torpedo boat.
Oh, nice.
I thought it was a cool little subject. I just did a resin interior, so I won't be starting that for a bit because resin's a pain in the ass, like having to razor saw every individual part. But that'll be a cool looking kit when it's done.
Oh
And
yeah.
So I got that from Harvey, as well as two to the right. That's a very detailed. You can only see the top, but it comes in like 3 layers. It's a very detailed carrier photo etch set for the Soryu. That's how you pronounce it, right, Dennis?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, it's a Japanese aircraft carrier. So I'll have to pick up that kit because I just got the photo etch set for it, but I couldn't really pass it up because it's probably
So
a pretty pricey photo etch set.
So you bought the expansion before the original.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Ooh, yay! Hang on, I just got a notification. I just won the Tamiya 35th scale M8 Scott for $20.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
You know what I'm gonna do with that? The minute I saw it, Greg.
What?
Marine Corps.
Fuck yeah, Pacific.
Yeah, I want to do a Marine Corps M8, not a Army one.
What about
We need more
Horizon
Pacific
Islands
Theater
Marine
shit.
Corps?
No, we need more World War II fucking Pacific Theater. We rarely see that shit. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you, Callum.
I mean, I probably won't get to it till next year, but it's in the stash.
It'll
That's
happen.
fine. It's there.
But yeah, that's my stash right there. All the things I didn't really mention, I got those for free pretty much. Like that Volkswagen I got for free. We don't have to mention the Russian crew up there.
But
Oh yeah.
Why? What happened?
Minute deal.
What happened there?
Come on, spill
got-
the beans.
it got
Daddy's
pawned
curious.
off on me.
Oh,
I literally was just trying to get rid of it. It's just like, Jack, here, let's do a trade.
Me
why?
and Dennis
Why
were
didn't you
throwing
want
it at each other. I didn't want
Yeah.
it, but then I realized I have some Russian 35th kits. So
What's
What'd
wrong?
you trade for it?
The C-47.
yeah, well, I
Oh.
was just trying to give that to him, but he wouldn't accept.
I wouldn't take it.
What a rude individual.
We were both being rude. It's okay.
So, seems like I had a fun time. What else happened at the fucking Heritagecon? Like,
You
I know
can't ask those questions, Callum.
Yeah,
What
okay.
happens at Heritagecon stays at Heritagecon. Cal.
Lane from our server. Lane, my boy. Because you
Lane
are
is
bored,
tiny.
You're very small, but that's okay. You're going to grow into a big, strong modeler one day.
How
My
tall
man
is he?
won first place in the
I thought it
junior
was
category
third,
for his
not
team.
first.
No, not third. He won first,
Oh.
dude.
Oh,
He won
shit.
first place for his
How tall is
T90. Lane. Like 5'7". That's
Five,
that's
That's
seven.
not. That's how tall I am. What's wrong with that height?
that's
He's a
immature.
short king.
Oh my god.
He's like 4 feet tall.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, the point is, Lane, you amazing, magnificent bastard, you won first place for a Russian tank.
You did it,
Shameful,
man.
But at the same time, congratulations.
So you guys went and spoke with the guys from Plastic Model Mojo, eh?
Yes, we did. Yes,
And how was that?
Wait, did we?
I did. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
I
didn't.
spoke to them, talked to them about the models that they made. They're a great bunch of guys. It would honestly be really amazing if we could get some of them on for an episode. So, Plastic Model Mojo, if you're listening, I know you now. You should come on the podcast.
We've made a connection.
The way you
We've
said
got
that.
that connection. We've got this connection, man. We should build upon it.
Well, I mean, I listened to their last episode where they put out a Heritagecon recap.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we're copying?
No, we didn't even get a mention.
Ah,
What?
and
Oh,
we're
well.
mentioning them. This is backwards.
I know. So, what won Best in Show? What model?
I didn't
Like,
even,
is there-
we didn't even stick around for that, did we? Jack?
Yeah, we didn't stick around.
Because it took them like 2 hours to go through all the winners.
Jesus.
It took
Yeah, there was
longer than
1,500
that.
models there.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
And there were 3 winners per category. I think there were like 30
There's like
categories.
30 categories, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus all the special
Sheesh.
winners, so it was like in excess of 100 winners.
Yeah.
And each winner got like their own little speech.
Jesus.
And their own little.
Yeah, that would have taken a long time. Fucking A.
What the hell kind
Yeah.
of speech would you give?
Thanks for voting on my model. Fuck bitches, get money. My
I
job.
I'd
worked
like to thank
really
the
hard on
Academy.
Yeah.
The Academy or Academy?
No, don't think Academy.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
This one goes
Well.
out to Shinsaku himself.
Oh my god, yes. And that was Heritagecon. It was
sure
great
was.
fun. We're gonna be there next year for sure.
100%. Yeah.
Slay.
Slay.
Did you say slay?
Alright. We're going to have an intermission.
This episode is brought to you by Autoloader Decals. Have you wandered round the shelves of your local hobby store and found that perfect model kit? Great tooling, fun to build, and look, you remember seeing the subject. Perhaps it was a truck in the ubiquitous white UN paint scheme in the newspaper, or maybe it was a Sherman tank from your local armour unit. Everything is lining up for a fantastic new project, one with a more interesting connection to yourself, instead of a project derived from a history book. Then you open the kit, and there are none of those specific markings to be found. Waterslide decals really put the final touch on a model, and unfortunately for the model maker, most kit manufacturers won't put too much time into designing decals that produce a finished model in anything but its most stereotypical form. That's why Autoloader Decals exists. It is their sincere hope that you'll be able to find as much enjoyment using these special water slides as they have. Autoloader decal products are primarily focused on Canadian subjects, but in general, if you're looking for markings that represent vehicles from lesser known parts of modern history, chances are you might just be able to find something worth trying. The waterslide decals are printed through an inkjet printer and sealed with a high quality varnish to ensure their strength on the model. Unlike most other water slides, these decals only need to be submerged for a few seconds and can be placed right onto the model. They are incredibly tough and won't yellow over time. For an added benefit, decals intended for 1 to 35 scale are treated with a special varnish that gives a subtle, painted on look that's both in scale and more realistic than other brands' offerings. All the products currently in production are listed in the store page. If you have a custom design you would like to order, the best way of making this order is to send an email through the contact page. Generally, the cost of a custom order will be 40 to 50% higher than any products that are in stock to account for labour. Also, as a special deal, if you are ordering a set of custom decals and you mention the Micro Machines podcast, you'll receive a free exclusive MMP Pinju decal with your order. So next time you're looking to build a specific or unique vehicle, look towards Autoloader decals. Just go to www.autoloadermodels.ca for all your waterslide decal needs. And now, back to the show.
Well, on that note, time for the hobby news. Starting off, AFE
Ew.
Club is coming up with an M34 40mm gun motor carriage half track.
Ooh,
Better
I
off
want
this
that.
one-
rubber band tracks. We
Yes,
say this
I'm
every
sorry.
time, but
Tracks.
I'm sorry. That looks disgusting.
What? Shut the front door.
No. You know what, everyone? Let's have a moment of silence so that all of our listeners can reflect on what Ezra said and the audacity he had to say it.
Yeah, no shit.
And also, if that thing is supplied with rubber band tracks, well, the tracks on those half tracks were rubber band. They were one continuous rubber band, so that is technically right.
we say
If you
that
did-
every time, and it's worth saying every time.
Yeah, if
No,
you did
listen.
if you did length and link on that, it would be wrong.
And it's
I
Korean
love-
War.
I
That as well.
love the Bofors as much as the next guy, but
Shut up.
it just looks terrible.
It just
on-
looks terrible.
Moving on,
You look
we
terrible.
can't listen to this guy.
Yeah,
Oh! Look at that.
It's the
we got
pig truck.
We got more mini art doing the old civilian trucks, and this one is a US stake body truck, G506. So
That's cool.
See,
this one looks pretty cool.
I really like these. They're so damn expensive, though.
That's the problem, eh? It's
Yeah.
it's mini art, so it's expensive and overly complicated.
And it's just not really something that, like, unless you are really interested in the G506 stake body truck, like, unless this was your thing, it is not worth spending the money on.
Yeah,
How much
mean,
do
that-
they typically run?
Like,
those are, like-
70 Canadian.
About
Oh my
100
God.
120 New Zealand.
So that's probably like 60 to 55 US.
Something like that.
I get
yeah.
a whole ass fucking tank for that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, diorama wise would be good, but there's not
You
really.
gotta
much
really
else.
be a good diorama for that, though. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that.
So, but if you want, I think this is pre-war or interwar, during war, whatever. It's a US truck, whoop-de-doo. But worth mentioning because it's mini art, so we can just rip on them all the time.
Yeah,
It looks
fair
like
enough.
a GMC.
I think it is.
That's- I think that's where the G comes
I mean,
from.
if you put a 50 cal on top, then you got something.
HIDF.
Yeah.
Huh.
See,
HIDF
mini art's just
transport.
supplying HIDF equipment now.
Yeah, but for the price of a normal military.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's the direct predecessor to the B-2 stealth bomber.
So this is a brand new Academy kit. Like this year released. It's
Dead ass?
it's a 72nd. What the fuck was that?
Jack.
That was not me.
Bullshit. Dennis, you okay?
He
I'm
fell out of
putting
his
this
chair.
clock down on the table. If I have to see one more academy kid have a German subject, I swear.
But
This one's a
this
cool
is
one.
this is a Gotha fucking jet fighter. The flying
I kind of like
Gothic.
it.
I love
That
it.
is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I'd build that. I'd get
Yeah,
that.
I'll buy that just because of what it is. I mean,
It's probably
it-
massive too. I mean, it's 72nd, but it's
Those were
probably a
big.
big jet. Yeah.
yeah. So
Nice girth.
yep. But
Yeah.
so
No.
but yeah. So the Gotha jet bomber flying wing thingy. Yep, I've forgotten the name already.
The boomerang for
Yeah.
all you Aussies.
The problem is, it never came back.
Then it's just
Just
called
like my dad.
Then
Your
it's
dad's
just
gonna
called a
hear this
stick.
one day and cry.
Dad's a defective boomerang.
No, he's still in line for cigarettes. What's next, Dennis?
So Italia's coming out with a 1 to 35 1A5.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I couldn't hear you over Garrison coming.
Italia is coming out with a 1 to 35 scale Leopard 1A5. As far as I can tell, this may or may not be a rebox of the Revel kit. But
Oh,
yeah,
get the fuck out of here.
yeah,
I'd
1A5
fuck
for
with
Italia.
it.
It's not Canadian. No one cares. Moving on.
Isn't the 1A5
Oh,
the
I'd
Australian one?
especially fuck with this.
Oh, Christ. Who
Right,
put this in?
I did,
Who
just so
put
I
this
can
in?
say there's
Cal.
2 new
Cal.
stick 3s. Move on.
Oh!
Oh,
What the?
Tiger
what the
Sun.
hell?
So this
Tiger
is
Sun.
this is my border models. This is the Tiger 1. If the Japanese had managed to actually get hold of the Tiger 1, if the submarine carrying it all didn't sink.
Yeah, when you try and buy a Tiger from flipping Wish, delivery
I bet you the
standards my
inside
ass.
would have still been, covered in fucking, what's that shit called? Not thermite, goddammit.
Zimmerit?
No, the cancerous shit.
Asbestos.
Asbestos, thank you, yes.
Yeah. So this
Probably.
is the
No, the engine runs too hot. It doesn't need it.
But Border has released the Tiger 1. It is the Japanese one, so it's the conversion. It includes 1 resin tank commander and photo etched tropical plants to go with it, which is that's pretty cool. They'll be worth
Yeah,
buying
I
a
like
kit
that.
just for
I
that.
like that.
You can also see the modifications the Japanese would have done to it, like the ring around the top of the turret. That's the antenna that the Japanese use for all their tanks.
I never thought I'd say this. I like this Tiger. I'm going to build one.
Yeah, like Tiger with the Japanese camouflage and stuff does actually look pretty good.
It's okay.
like the
It's okay.
rings.
That's all right.
And you have the Type 89 machine
Yes.
gun on top. Yeah.
Oh,
And also,
you could do
notice-
like a Japanese versus the Soviets if they still
That
fought
would
over
be
that
cool.
island.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
sweet.
IS-2 against the Japanese Tiger.
Oh, sorry to
Yeah.
say it,
I-
Jap's getting out of there.
One thing I think is really cool is look at the little Imperial Gold Star between
That's
the
neat.
machine
Oh
gunner
my
support and the
God,
driver
yeah.
support. Oh, this
And-
is nice.
Oh, and you've got the Type 89 and the hull machine gunner with the shroud it uses. That looks cool.
This is very nice. Thank you, Border. Very cool.
Yeah, someone did something different. Who would have thought?
It's
Not
okay
really.
if
It's still a
German
Tiger,
tank.
but
Ironically though, Japan would have got the Tiger and gone, right, the Russians are coming, yes, we've got the Tiger 1, and what the hell's that? IS-2.
fucking IS-6.
4 art, which
Oh
is
my
basically
God,
4
I-
hobby, has now become 4 art.
For art.
Um, So
Israel,
I
you're
want
breaking up.
that.
So you may know 4 art because of the 1 to 72 scale scimitar light tank they made, which we actually reviewed on this podcast before. Looked very good. Well, they've changed their name to 4 art. They came out with this M109A7 and 1 to 72 scale. This is the latest version of the Paladin, and as you can see, this is a very interesting kit. It's again, as I say, 172 scale, but it's got a lot of 35th scale level details.
That is a lot
Comes
of
with a
detail. Yeah.
3D printed muzzle brake, metal barrel. Comes with the crow's mount, which is very nice.
I
Loads
want
of
that
photo
so
etch,
fucking
link and
bad.
length tracks. I will say this: I've built the Tamiya Paladin, which was the Tamiya Italia Paladin in 35th scale. This will have better detail, by far.
Jesus.
Are those?
And
is
how
that
much does
photo
it go
etch
for?
The... Oh,
No
sorry.
idea yet. They haven't actually released it in the stores, so we don't know yet.
They've got paladins in Ukraine, right?
No,
No?
not yet.
Give it a month.
Give it a month. Yep.
Bro, with the crow's mount, it looks so gnarly.
It does.
And
I
like
love
just
that
the
3D
overall
printed muzzle
Kark
brake.
tan.
the Kark
Shut
The moment,
up.
the moment it goes to Ukraine, it's gonna get all the ERA put on it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get another one of those memes.
Coke
Guys,
cake.
I'm buying this. I'm buying this when it comes
I will
out.
say this is definitely a very neat looking kit for 72 scale.
Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
is that photo etch for the like mud flaps and such?
Yep, it is.
Damn.
Interesting. That
You weren't
that
kidding
gives you
about
a,
that 35th detail, bro.
that gives you a
Oh,
sense of the size.
Honestly,
I am
that's the
wet
thing.
right now.
Okay,
God.
Desert, thank you for that. I was going to say, if you're willing to put the money into it, because these cost the same as like a Revell kit in 35th scale, right? If you're willing to spend the money, you can get a kit with a detail that is equal to or better than a mediocre 35th scale kit. Like that's how good it's become.
I would say it's better because like
Better, yeah.
nothing against like to me and shit, but like they've got photo etch, all the extra detail on this bitch. Like that's kind of hard to beat.
Yeah,
Especially
exactly.
being in 72nd scale. Like I'm not a big 72nd guy myself, but like I
It's
would
getting
buy
better.
this and build it.
It's getting better. I think it's getting more accessible. The kits are getting better overall. They're not a pain to build anymore.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
biggest thing, was like them being a pain in the ass to build and
Not
like the
anymore.
lack
When it
of
comes to
detail.
like having all the 3D printed metal parts, yeah, you're set.
I'm looking forward to doing some World War II 72nd stuff in a year or
Have you
two.
guys ever done a 70s 72nd armor kit?
Yes.
Why I'm about
Yeah.
to. I'm about to. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
I did. I
Uh,
built the Artillery 72nd T-34
oh yeah.
76.
How was that?
Honestly, not too bad. I mean, like details molded onto the hull and everything, but
Hmm.
I mean, they're not the worst.
Okay. Were they like
I have to say,
sharpish
the
at least?
Yeah,
Or
I mean they had the tow cable running down the side, and that was easy enough to get to in paint. I did that as a competition build against my girlfriend. I lost.
Mm.
Ah,
Well,
welcome to the club, Callum.
Yeah. Dignity
Blame it on the
knows no
kit.
bounds.
the box art reminds me of like a Squadron Productions, like a book.
Yeah, you're right, Ezra. That's a good observation.
Yes. Same.
What'd you say? Like he was an autistic 5th grader.
There,
Good
Ezra.
job,
you're right.
Ezra.
Good job, Ezra.
We're
I'm so proud of you.
How did you know my secret? How do you know my secret, Jack?
He's undercover right now.
So this is
Oh.
HK models. They were previewing this in CAD, but now it's been released. The A20G Havoc in 32nd scale, full interior, bomb bay, cockpit, everything. So
Holy fuck!
it's now out.
You
The
said
wing,
what scale?
32nd. So the wingspan is just over half a meter. The length is almost half a meter, and it has
Dang.
554 parts.
Godly.
I would love to build that though. That would be
Wonder
an
how much it
amazing
goes
kit.
for.
Probably like 400 at least.
A mortgage?
500.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably like extend my mortgage out a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, so A20 Havoc looks awesome. Yeah, I mean HK do some pretty good kits, don't they? They're pretty
yeah,
good.
absolutely.
Yeah.
They're good.
Oh, Callum, real quick, what are we at for time?
We got 40 minutes.
All right.
That was
well,
only
we got
20
plenty of
minutes.
time.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we're sitting at about an hour at the moment.
Oh, we'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
my
right.
God, I'm coming.
Well, I've got 3 slides this week. 2 of them pertain to this diorama. Finally finished my Fireball and Elfstorf diorama. Jack, what were you about to say?
I just said good. Good. I want to see it. I like it.
Well, here it is. I finished it at like 2:30 in the morning, and by 10 o'clock the same day, it was at the show getting judged.
Dang.
So that was
Congratulations,
interesting.
Garrison.
Yeah.
Well
Thank
deserved.
you.
Big congrats.
Thank you. I'm A couple of things would have done different. The main thing is adding balsa wood around the perimeter. That's something I'm going to start doing, and I really wanted to with this build. I just didn't have the time. But yeah, very, very happy with the outcome. The figure painting was fun. Pershing was fun. The Jeep was really fun. Dennis, you were not kidding at all about that Tamiya Willys Jeep. That was a blast.
To me, it hits different.
It does, dude. And got some confidence working on buildings. So now that I've got a foam cutter, I can make proper shit, which I'll try to do for this weasel diorama. So
That's awesome.
if you want to skip to the next slide, some more detailed pictures showing figures and all sorts of shit. And something I've been struggling with is making a proper gunmetal color. And if you look at the BAR on the top right, it's kind of hard to see, but I think I got that like sheery kind of gunmetal, subtle gunmetal color kind of pinned down. I did that STG 44 the same way. I didn't upload it on this on the slide, but I think from what my old work was, I think I kind of mastered that now, which makes me very happy.
That's awesome. That's a good thing to master.
Yes. But yeah, so Weasel diorama, or not Weasel, that was the Fireball diorama, and now I'm working on a 1/35 scale AFV Club Weasel with a partial interior. I went ahead and scratch built the driver's compartment and a wire going to the dials there for the driver, as well as a tow rack behind the commander and gunner seat. That was really fun to do, working on scratch building. You won't really be able to see most of it once it's completed, but fun to do anyways. And then I've got 3 figures I'm working on, which is a nice break from having 10. Working on making some stowage, got binos, some packs, water jugs. I put some helmet straps on the Tamiya helmets with Tamiya tape, #Tamiya. And then on the top right there is the layout for the diorama, so it's going to be like this. I'm thinking it's going to be a paved road since it's going to be in the 90s. So a paved road with a cobblestone, like 6 to 7 foot tall wall with an arched wooden doorway with a tree, like a daisy water fountain spigot thing, and then like a 1-story building.
Where's the space?
The what?
Where is it based? Like what country?
I'm still working on that. I'm probably gonna go with somewhere in Germany in the 90s, maybe because I want to do it as a training mission. So I'm gonna put like a little blue flag on it, like one of those triangular flags. So probably just somewhere in Germany.
Sweet. Make sure you build that wall really high.
Oh, I will.
Ooh.
This is what I've been working on. I've got this 3D printed kit. I think I was showing it to you guys a few weeks ago. Well, I finally got around to painting it up. Added a bunch of stowage to the back to cover up a crack. And I've just been making groundwork for it. So the picture on the left is how it initially looked. I didn't like how light it looked, so I added... I'm adding more dirt to it now and adding darker washes. It's actually done now. It's almost black now, but I think that I want it to look like it was in the northern United States, driving through the forest on a training exercise. It's like, fall time. The ground's going to be pretty dark. So, yeah. It's a very dark looking diorama now, which is, I'm not really sure if I like it more than the way it was originally, but it's accurate to what the colors would be like. Yeah, but this is just something I've been doing as a quick project while I'm studying for exams.
And for the listeners, Dennis, what is it?
Oh, this is an M2A1. So this is basically the tank that preceded the M3 Lee.
Because didn't the first M2 medium have like a different turret? It had like a more triangular one, didn't it?
It did. So this is basically they improved the turret later on during the war because this was used for training all the way to 1946. So this would be around 1943-44.
Oh yeah, because I know the very first one like had even more machine guns, like 2 facing back and up for some reason. That was like supposed to be air defense, but you're looking and go, how they're fixed? How does that work?
Don't ask.
Driver, turn left, turn left, turn left, turn left.
You just fire a continuous stream until you hit something.
No, you just park on one side of a hill and hope.
Yeah.
Hope.
But yeah, that's looking really good, Dennis.
Oh,
Mind
yeah,
you, it's
dude.
it's an interwar design. You know, I love it.
Yeah, that's 48 scale as well.
Damn.
So, yeah.
I'm happy to see you doing more terrain.
Oh crap! This
I
is
agree.
me.
Ooh, it's
Yes.
gorgeous.
Well, it is back. My M113 TUA that took a silver at ArmorCon. I'm restoring it, and yeah, so pretty much I'm adding. I guess you could almost say a white dot filter over everything to try to bring the white back. And I'm gonna rework the groundwork just a tiny bit, add some more grease and grime, then shoot a matte coat over it. Oh, and redo the exhaust effect because it looks like
Very
trash.
Please add figures
That
We
would
will
be
see.
nice.
on
The
a
thing
base.
But the thing is, like 1990s Canadian troops are like non-existent.
Pretty tough.
Yeah.
There'll
Could
be
you
a
do
file
like
for them.
United Nations guys? I mean, like just normal UN dudes, like the French or something.
I don't know, maybe. And this model would not have been possible without the help of Dennis.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm just so glad to see that you've done so well with it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it looks really good, dude.
And
And you said it won a silver, right?
Yeah.
Fucking spectacular.
And there's just some more pictures. You can kind of see how the white is coming back in some places. It's a little more subtle and rough in others. Like on the anti-slip coating.
Oh, some shell casings would look good on the top there,
Oh,
just in the
that's
grooves and
true.
stuff.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's some sunglasses.
What?
Is
Where?
there? Where?
Next to the cupola.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
see
Oh
that.
my God, there is. That's beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah, some folded aviators.
Did you print those or make those?
They're photo etch.
No
Photo
shit.
etch. Where did those come
Yeah.
from?
A photo etch sunglasses sheet.
You got
That's
a
awesome.
photo etch sunglasses sheet.
Yes, I do.
Oh my
That's
god.
awesome.
And the thing
I need
is,
to get one of those.
the area where the glass is actually hollow. So you can add like a drop of like transparent black paint to it to make
No
the
way.
lenses.
That's dope as fuck.
That's wild. Yeah.
But
Sweet.
yeah. Oh yeah, and then I went to the
Oh Jesus.
then I went to
This is so fucked.
the nuclear museum in Albuquerque. I saw Fat
Breaking
Man.
Bad.
Yes, I saw a Davy Crockett nuke. I saw a Hound Dog and a B-52,
Take him home.
which was the B-52 or the Hound Dog.
Both.
Yes.
Take it home.
Yes.
The Hound Dog is honestly, it's pretty cool looking. I almost want to build one.
So for the past week, I've been on vacation. I went down to Costa Rica for a week.
Whoop, whoop.
These are just pictures from my trip. Found some HIDF stuff down there. Half the country drives like old Hiluxes and FJ
Nice.
Cruisers. Like there were actually, I counted them. There were 3 different dealerships dedicated entirely to old Land Cruisers.
They know what's up.
They do. So
Well, that's because they just don't die.
it's true, and for some reason they aren't allowed in. Well, no, we've got some in North America, but they're rare. And then Hiluxes just aren't in North America at all. Which sucks.
Yeah,
Indestructible.
Hiluxes are very good utes.
Yeah. Best coffee in the world. Yeah.
Did you see any big spiders?
Yeah, actually, there was this one it's called a golden silk orb weaver. Those things eat birds. It's scary.
God damn.
And I saw a toucan, dude.
Did you
Oh,
talk
that's
to it?
chill.
Yeah. He was a very nice guy, actually. But yeah, it was mostly like mostly a surfing trip. Had lots of fun. Saw some HIDF
You
stuff.
seem like you surf, Jack.
Thanks, Ezra.
Well, he's got the hairstyle for it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Too bad I live in Ontario.
Yeah, I was going to say you live in a place that doesn't really associate with surfing much, does it?
Yeah, notoriously. But I don't know.
It is
So yeah,
what it
next
is.
slide, I guess.
Oh.
This that's Tekken picture's a little warped, but this is the HIDF Beetle. With
The command car.
Yeah, with the remote machine gun on the top.
Oh my.
It's got a control panel on the inside. I don't know if you saw whips earlier today, but this is how it's looking. It mixed up
I
some.
am here for it.
Huh?
I am fucking here for it.
Right? That's just a slight base coat there. It's my first time trying hairspray chipping as well, because I figured it would look
Nice.
great with the rounded top there. But
You're gonna love it.
yeah, and I'll add like I'll make one of the fenders red or something. Like I'll just do a bunch of weird stuff like that.
Nice. Oh, I want to
Yeah.
see a Beetle, but with the entire top cut off and a mortar stuck in the back.
Oh, make it. This kit was $20, and it's
Oof.
an incredible kit. $20 Canadian. It's the Ryfield one too. It comes with window masks and everything.
Damn, okay.
That's a
pretty
fucking
good.
steal.
It comes
Yeah,
with
that's
window
good.
masks, photo etch. Yeah, it's incredible. But yeah, that's how that's going. That trip that I went on gave me the motivation to get back to the bench. So that was a good thing that happened.
Good.
And then my final slide. Today I got the Iltis back up.
Yes.
She
Iltis-y.
rises. The Tussie rises. You can see the second picture, just the seats jammed in the back of the ATV.
Nice.
Throw it in there.
If it works, it
dog.
works. The dog.
Very HIDF-esque.
Yeah. And charging under my workbench there. But yeah, it's back up. I'm going to bring it into the shop next week, like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. It's getting warm in Canada, in Ontario now, so I'll be able to work on it lots. And, well, I don't know. There's lots of stuff I got to address, so we'll get to putting in the floor soon.
You'll probably,
Excited.
mind you, you'll probably get that finished before Dennis can fix his Prius.
Oh, it's
Probably.
fixed. It's fixed.
It's
Sledgehammer.
fixed? How are your
Yeah.
brake lines?
Jack, instead of telling you how my brake lines are, I'm going to give you an anecdote. I am the third owner of this car. Okay? 265,000 kilometers. And in Canada, people were told to not undercoat hybrids.
Why?
So guess who the first person
Oh, because of the
was?
batteries
Yes.
in the bottom? Yeah.
Guess who undercoated his car for the first time in its life, and it was completely fine. Jack, my car is so rusty underneath. The bottom it has become structural rust. The rust
Oh,
is the
no.
structural component.
It's okay. We're
The
one in
rust
the
is holding
same.
it together.
Give
Literally.
me a tetanus shot just looking at it.
It's all right, Dennis. We're one in the same. I'm also the third owner of this vehicle, except one of the owners was the Canadian Armed Forces.
At least they undercoated it, probably, or at least they didn't drive it on salty roads.
Yeah.
What do you mean it was
they-
in Canada?
They drove it through swamps instead.
Yeah, that's all right. No salt though.
It's true. Tell us the Prius story. How that got resolved.
I'll let Callum go first, and then we'll discuss the story if we have
Okay.
time.
Okay, so my submission for the group build, the Cold War one, is done. So I was building the Hobbycraft CF100 Canuck. And yeah, she's all finished. Thank Christ.
It looks pretty dope. I
It
will
looks
admit.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Callum.
Apart from the flaccid wings.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
It happens to the best of us.
It's
They're
all
just
good 'cause
cold.
I get to watch Don building his right now, and he's going through all the pain that I went through.
Oh, you know what, Callum? You should just get a heat gun and ever so slightly tease
No,
them.
that's what happened to. That's how he
Yeah.
ruined his MiG.
Yeah, you
That was with
you
a
saw
heat
what?
gun?
No, that was with a lamp, but same principle. Yeah. Now see, Don's making his, but you see the air intake that's on the top, that little nub thing?
Yeah.
His instructions showed it so poorly, he put that on the center line when it's supposed to be just off to the
God.
right. And he's already painted it and glossed it, so yeah.
That's
Damn.
Kind of there.
But yeah, and I didn't put enough weight in the nose. I thought I put enough in, but I didn't, so it's a tail sitter as well, so I have to make a base for it.
Fill it with sand.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's my group build submission all done and dusted, so I don't need to worry about it anymore. So now I am working on the next slide.
Oh,
Speaking of Horizon Islands, so this is where the M113 flamethrower is at. So I've painted the interior. I'm just doing all the. I've actually given it a dark wash all over it and made it dirty as fuck inside. So now it doesn't look so clean and neat. So it looks more used. However, I was halfway through clear coating it all to protect it, and the piston in my compressor stopped working. For some reason, the fan was. I'd turn it off. I lost all pressure. The fan was still spinning, but I had no air pressure going through whatsoever, and the piston just wasn't moving. So I took it all apart to find that somehow the piston arm had unscrewed itself from the crankshaft. So yeah, had to take the whole thing apart, put it back, and then screw it back on and put it together. So I'm just going to have to keep an eye on that now, because I know that it will unscrew itself possibly. I mean, it's the first time it's done that in 2 years, so I should be all right. But once it goes once, you need to keep an eye on it.
Why would they make it so it screws on to the crankshaft?
I don't know, but I only paid $100 for the compressor, and it's an unknown Chinese brand. But for 2 years,
Fair.
it's done pretty damn well.
That seems like a weird design.
But yeah, so yeah. Horizon Island Defense Forces are going strong.
Silicone the inside of that screw if you needed to.
I know how to take it.
It's
literally 4 screws to take it apart, so I can get access to it. So I've just got to check it once in a while. Should be all right.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean it gives me an excuse to clean it out as well. So it was like I took the piston apart fully, and that thing was just horrendous.
Really? Just like dusty, or?
Yeah, well, it sucks up air around it, just as part of the mechanism. So shit gets sucked into it. So
It's workbench air too.
Oh no, no, this is underneath. It's underneath my workbench as well.
Oh.
Yeah, bits of plastic and like styrene
There's just
shavings.
A whole screw in there.
You look down there, it's to me a Sherman just waiting to be assembled.
Actually, I did. Last time I looked down there, you know in my Brumbar how I lost one of the return rollers?
Yeah.
Oh god, was it down there?
No. Somehow that was on the other side of the room by the door. My girlfriend found it, like a couple weeks ago.
No
so,
shit.
Yeah, so I was like, oh well, a bit too late, but I mean, so it was in the room. Yeah, I don't know how it managed to actually get that far. Like, it didn't ping off or anything. It just disappeared one day, and I don't know how the hell it got there.
It's got those little Tamiya rubber tubes. They're very bouncy.
Anyway, Dennis, Prius story. Go.
Oh.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, so all of like the Priuses of that generation have an OBD2 port where you can plug a little dongle in, and it will tell you what error codes.
You plug your dongle into your car? That's kinky.
Callum, don't judge here, man. Don't judge. Work with me on this, all right?
Work.
Yeah,
it's the ignition system.
I really like this car.
Well, you got to get a bit of static going, haven't you?
I really like this car. If I want to plug the dongle into it, I'm allowed to. Okay.
You can't cold start it. That's
So at any rate,
Sorry, Dennis.
I'm getting all these codes. So my dad and I start taking a look at it, and I steal a copy of the Toyota repair manual.
Oh, my bad.
All these codes, you know what the one thing they're all saying is?
What?
Brake master cylinder, which is a hydraulic component that actually actuates your brakes. They are very rare. You can't get them new. You might be able to get them shipped in from Japan used. They are extremely expensive, and the car won't work without them. So I was noticing I didn't have regenerative braking. Now, if the Prius doesn't have regenerative braking, it's just a crappy, like, it's
It's
like
a
a
hybrid.
crappy Corolla. Oh, shut up. Calm. You want to know what my fuel economy is in the middle of winter? 4.4
None, 'cause
liters
it's
per 100
fucked up.
kilometers.
Do you know how
anyways,
much I pay for fuel for the Ute?
None, because your Ute's covered by your company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I know that tactic. Anyway,
I'm cheap.
So yeah, so that wasn't too
Ew.
good, and I told.
I just saw a picture of a particular P38. It just scared me.
I know which one that is.
Anyway, Dennis, keep
Um,
going.
So yeah, the car was out of commission. I told Jack, tears in my eyes. Prius son has gone to be with Mr. Tamiya. So days later, my dad and I were looking at it and trying to think, okay, well, what's going on with this? Maybe it isn't the brake master cylinder, even though that's what all the codes are saying. So we go through the diagnostic process, and he takes out this metal bar, and that was the process. The process is to take a metal bar, and this is an official Toyota thing. So we wanted to get rid of a wheel speed sensor, and on the Prius, the wheel speed sensor, which sends data to the computer to tell, hey, your wheel's moving or not. Okay, well let's change this out. Let's see if this is wrong, right? The problem is that the wheel speed sensor is integral with the hub on the wheel that connects to the car, but the bottom of the car is so rusted, the two had fused together, and this is a common issue on Priuses. They'll just this will happen. So Toyota's come up with an idea. You take a 5-foot metal I-beam, attached to the brake hub, to the wheel hub, and then you hammer it with a sledgehammer until it shears off.
Interesting.
Sounds like my method of doing stuff.
Yeah, so if you ever wonder, that's an official Toyota method. They recommend taking a sledgehammer to your car. And it turned out to just be that. It was just a faulty sensor. So, yeah. Now I owe my dad a Petty car.
A what?
Richard Petty's car, 1/16 scale. It's an MPC.
Oh, right.
Oh, God, guys.
I thought you said a pedicure.
Yeah, I was confused then.
Yes, a pedicure as well. Yeah. And what else? Oh, yeah, a couple days ago, I thought my head gasket was blown because the engine was misfiring, and that's a common thing with cars when they get to 265,000 kilometers. About that, the head gaskets just start to go. Nope, intake manifold was full of water. So,
Jesus, is there anything else?
Well, I told Garrison this. I've decided that next time we have a big rainstorm, because that's what happens if you get in a rainstorm, your intake manifold might fill with water. I told him I'm going to put a tarp over it, HIDF style. Like just a blue tarp. Yeah.
Bro, is anyone else here, Jack, like far the fuck away?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Jack's recording. From
He's
the
being
juice
dragged
shop.
away into the juice closet.
Yeah, that was my bad. I kept talking normally while I was hunched
Jack,
over
won't
the
you
beetle.
Come back to bed, honey. No, I am podcasting.
Me and the boys are on the server.
Yo.
Who the fuck's got a party in the background? Jesus Christ.
Not me.
Yeah, but
You
that's
just
the
hear
story.
a DJ in the background.
Anyway, if we go back one slide, please, Dennis. Garrison, you're up. This is your baby.
All right, so we are still in the midst of the Cold War group build. Running until June 1st, 2023. Down in the description will be a link to our server with all the information you need to either enter as a recreational or competition build. There's also a part for questions and answers, so just read through those, make sure nobody already asked your question. But please come join us. We will be giving out prizes. You can see the prizes in the Discord. Hope to see you there. And just so you're aware, podcast members cannot get prizes, so we don't cheat.
Sounds good. And if you stay on for one more, he's your best mate.
Welp, this is Mr. Scale Colors, our sponsor here at the Micro Machines podcast. His name is Jeff. He will be sponsoring our podcast with gifts, or not gifts, but prizes for our group.
Do we have to declare that on our tax receipt? Are those political donations? Are these gifts like lobbying from him?
No comment. I plead the fifth. But no, thanks, Jeff. He'll be sponsoring our group builds and our podcast members here at the Micro Machines podcast. So go check him out. He has resin printed tracks. He makes his own chemically sane paint, I guess you can call it that, safe paint, as well as some other things he has in the works. So go check him out. Great guy.
And last but not least, as always, we thank our Patreon supporters, Paul Gallagher and Lord Floki, aka Clint. They are supporting us on Patreon. They get access to all the exclusive content that can't go on YouTube. You'll hear some interesting things, guarantee that. But basically, if you want to show your support for the podcast, head on to Patreon. Just search for Micro Machines Podcast. You will find us there for $3 a month. You get some extra content occasionally, depending on how nuts we go on a certain episode, or whatever. So anything that can't make it on YouTube will go up there. But otherwise, yep. So big thanks, Paul Gallagher and Floki. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, fellas.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, on that note, that was a podcast, fellas.
Was it?
Certainly was.
Yep. Well, if you have gotten to this point, thank you so much. You have been watching and or listening to the Micro Machines podcast. We will return to you soon with our next episode. Alrighty. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I love you.
Love you.
Mwah.